Hello friends, welcome to my channel Basic Life Science. So we are with the part 2 of this male sterility and plant breeding video. Hope you all have seen this part 1 of the video. These are the things that we had already covered. So today we'll talk about transgenic genetic male sterility. So what is transgenic genetic male sterility? Here the male sterility is controlled by introduction of one transgene. This Barnes-Barster system is an example of transgenic genetic male sterility. So, what is Barnes-Barster? Barnes is 110 amino acid long and it is derived from Bacillus aeruginosa, and Barster is 89 amino acid and is a cytoplasmic Barnes inhibitor. So, let's see this diagram. This is the plant in which there is Barnes gene present. Actually, it is introduced in that plant. So, the plant contains the Barnes gene, and this is the normal plant. So, then after crossing between these, we will get 50% Barnes bar and 50% normal plant. The Barnes plant will be male sterile and it will be phosphonothrycin resistant. Phosphonothrycin is an herbicide and the plant will become the plant in which there is Barnes, it will become phosphonothrycin resistant, but the normal plant is sensitive to the herbicide. So after crossing in between this, we will get 50% Barnes bar. This 50% plant will be male sterile and it will be herbicide resistant. Due to this presence of Barnes gene, it will be male sterile, and this half 50% of the population is male fertile and it is herbicide sensitive. As there is no Barnes gene, so it will be male fertile. Then we'll spray phosphonothrycin and it will kill these plants. This 50% plant will get killed. Then we'll get this 50% Barnes bar plant. So these are the plant that are male sterile and resistant to the herbicide. And then we'll cross it with Barster, the plant in which there is Barster. So this crossing will make this sterile plant fertile as Barster inhibit the Barnes product. So this is the plant that is male fertile and it is used as a R line. Now after crossing between these two, we'll get 50% Barnes Barster and 50% Barster. This 50% Barnes Barster will be male fertile and will be resistant to the herbicide. But this 50% plant will be male fertile but it will be susceptible to the herbicide. So it is already clear that Barster inhibits the Barnes product. So let's see next example, it will be more clear. Here they have used TA29 promoter. It is a plant gene that has tapetum specific expression. So it will express in the tapetum of the plant. Uh, hmm. The wild type plant. In the wild type plant there is normal tapetum development. In the male sterile plant, here you can see under this promoter TA29 promoter, the Barnes gene has been introduced in this plant. Due to the introduction of this the Barnes gene will cause the destruction of RNA in tapetum and tapetum will be destroyed and the plant will be sterile, as tapetum is the main source of nutrition for the developing pollen, and pollen will now not get the tapetum, so it will become sterile. Now come to this line. This is the male fertile plant R line. So here there is both the gene is present here, TA29 Barnes, and here also same promoter has been used, TA29, and it is the Barster gene. So when both are expressing in a plant, then the product of Barnes gene, this green color product of Barnes gene and this product of Barster are formed, and then Barnes Barster complex will form. Barnes inactive. So Barster is causing the Barnes to inactivate it, and there will be normal tapetum development. So the plant will be fertile as the Barnes productor product can't do the work that it was doing here, destruction of RNA. So here will be normal tapetum, and the pollen will get the nutrition and it will be male fertile. Advantages of transgenic genetic male sterility. Fertility restoration in the hybrid and crossing plants are relatively easy. Use in both seed and vegetatively propagated crops, less area and labor are needed. Disadvantage: less stable due to GMS affected by environmental factor like temperature, day length, and the major disadvantage is that the cost is high, cause in every generation we are killing 50% of the fertile plant. So cost is high. Utilization in plant breeding: the in the pigeon pea hybrid ICPH8, it has been used. Already it has been used in ICPH8 variety. Now, cytoplasmic male sterility. Here the male sterility is controlled by the cytoplasmic gene. Here there is no involvement of the nuclear gene, only cytoplasmic genes are involved in this male sterility. So here we are using two line, A line and B line. We already know A line is sterile line and B line is male fertile version of the A line. Otherwise A and B line are same. But the disadvantage is that CMS cannot be utilized for hybrid seed production without use of R line, because F1 seed produce only male sterile plant. So why F1 seed are producing only male sterile plant? As the mother cytoplasm get transferred to the F1. So mother cytoplasm, if it is sterile, then the F1 will be sterile. So every time in the F1 that are produced from the cytoplasmic sterile mother will be sterile plant. This example will clear the doubts. Here it is the male sterile mother plant, the cytoplasmic sterile denoted by S. And here it is male fertile, the cytoplasm is fertile denoted by F. After crossing between these we got the F1. The F1 is male sterile as the cytoplasm is contributed by the mother, so it will be male sterile. Now how we can make male sterile version of the line B. If we want to make the male sterile version of line B, as we are using line A and line B, and we know that line A is male sterile version of line B. So how they are making this male sterile version? So here we are taking male fertile line B, cytoplasm is fertile, and it is we are taking as a mother plant or donor plant from which we want the cytoplasm in the line B. So after repeated backcrossing of the F1 with the B line at the BC7 generation, we will almost get 99.61% gene from B. So we will retrieve the nuclear gene of B in the new generation, this generation, and then we will also get this sterile cytoplasm from the mother. So here at last in BC8 we will get mostly all the nuclear gene from line B and the sterile cytoplasm from the mother plant. So it will be the male sterile version of line B. Now advantages: highly stable because not influenced by environmental condition, and less labor required because we have to maintain only A and B line. Disadvantages: cannot be used for developments of hybrids in these crops where seed is economic product, and it is impossible to restore fertility in hybrid due to governed by plasma gene. Now cytoplasmic genetic male sterility. Here the male sterility is not only controlled by the cytoplasmic gene, but it is also controlled by the nuclear gene. So both plays role in the cytoplasmic genetic male sterility. Here we use three line: A line, B line, R line. We already know what is A line and what is B line, so we will only focus on the R line. R line is which is used to restore male fertility in male sterile plant used as male parent in hybrid seed production. So we will get the more clear idea now. Here you can see we are crossing between line A, that is male sterile, and line B, the maternal line, that is male fertile. Now we will get the F1, that is male sterile. It is, we already know, it is due to the cytoplasm or contribution of the mother to the F1. Now we have to restore the fertility of this F1 plant. So for restoration of the fertility, we are crossing it with line R, restoral line. Now it is the fertile line as it contains the capital R nuclear restorer gene. So whenever the R is present, either capital R in homozygous condition or heterozygous condition, it will provide male fertility. So we will get fertile plant. Here also we can see this is again the male sterile male fertile line. We are getting male sterile line, but the nuclear gene is smaller. So it is not, it can't restore the fertility. Here it is capital R. When there is presence of nuclear gene, that is capital R or capital R smaller, we should not think about the cytoplasm is sterile or fertile. Either the cytoplasm can be sterile or fertile, but it will be male fertile due to presence of this capital R. And here you can also see this is the male sterile line, and again we are crossing it with the nuclear genotype is capital R smaller, and cytoplasm is can be fertile, can be sterile, but we will get 50% male fertile plant in which there is capital R smaller, and 50% male sterile line where there is smaller. Now advantages: widely used for hybrid seed production in both, it can be used for both seed and vegetatively propagated species. It is highly stable and reliable, not affected by environmental factor. Disadvantage: it requires more area and labor because the breeder has three types of material: A, B, and R line. Moreover, sometimes CGMS line has inferior performances. It has been already used in maize, sorghum, onion, sugar beet, palm millet, and many other crops. So I will end my video here. Please subscribe to my channel. I will upload the third part soon, and we'll see in the third part we can see chemically induced menstruality, its features. I will explain this diagram and advantage, disadvantage, and many other things. So if you are liking my video, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, and you can comment in the comment box if you need videos in a particular topic. I will upload those videos that you need. And so thank you for listening to me.